favorite to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the London Black Knights. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he spins through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Dobbs is throwing. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Dobbs. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
Here we go. Grand 38.
On second down, Dobbs steps away to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go. What?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down is Bortles. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Lucy. 372.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's going to fire one deep, middle into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. 5 yards on the pickup, so this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Following the penalty, it's Geis, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. Dobbs now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Dobbs buying time to his left. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
He's going to get it running right. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Geis, a 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point through the snowflakes. Up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
All right. 11. Hey, 54, Ricky.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Green 80. Lucy. 11. Green is it.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Right 39, Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jonathan Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
On the ground, it's Geis. They find some open field here. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown! Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a play fake. Bortles. Blitz coming And down he goes. Preston Smith in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
11B, 11B. Lucy.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's taken to the 26. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go! Brand 38!
They'll hand it down to Geis. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And give him a gain of 37. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now Dobbs. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
This interception will go on the record as the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
All good. 77. Lucy.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Much right. You. All good.
Bortles now on 1st down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
Bortles going to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Cut!
They start on the ground with Geis. Fancy footwork at the 45. And all the way in for the touchdown. Darius Geis saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A final shot before half for Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, hold it.
They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. And check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
76.
Bortles now on 1st down. That is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
76. Hank.
Throwing is Bortles. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And a gain there of 11 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing here, Dobbs. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 20, 10, and touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
So, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Preston Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And an alley to run. Finding some room at midfield. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Darius Geis, 61 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Throw left, throw left. Throw left, throw left. Green 80. Green 80. Green exact.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Bortles now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Flex round.
Out of the gun, Dobbs being chased out left. And he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Lucy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Hey, spread right, smack. Hey, let's go. Trips left. 77. Lucy.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles on the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, hold it.
Now Bortles got to have this one. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or were they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Dobbs. And his throw here's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. To throw is Dobbs. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Back to throw Dobbs. Flush to his, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Joshua Dobbs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Bortles to throw on second down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Jonathan Allen in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 73. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Finding room at the 30, and all the way up to the 37-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra